Welcome to another episode of What If There's a Better Way. I'm your host Leah, and this is another mini session. Today's topic is how would you go about developing social engagement if you never had it before? So now remember, we're here talking about your internal experience. This is not necessarily what you're doing on a day-to-day basis. You're probably working just fine, engaging with people, having friends, family, but there's just something inside of you that doesn't feel connected to anything, or that you're just performing all of this. It doesn't feel genuine, and it doesn't have to feel fake. So, how would you go about it? Well, we would first go over all the basics of somatic experiencing and just build your nervous system capacity up. That's just always there. Education and practices and just good basics. That's always there. It will always be there. And then you can start with whatever you want to. You can see, well, at some point there might even be just naturally some kind of connection that's coming up. But you can also start practicing with plants. Maybe you have a house plant and just do the same basic orienting exercises, attunement with that. Maybe at some point you're able to feel its presence on you. Same thing with animals. Maybe some maybe some unknown animals, or maybe you have a pet. So if it's a pet, of course, it's much easier. And then you just start with that. And of course, we always have a therapist or a practitioner, somatic experiencing practitioner. And there, it depends. So maybe you can do sessions for 1 minute. And so you just do that. You see how just meeting somebody that understands the situation affects you. And then you let all of those sensations and things that come up fizzle out and move through you and integrate them. And then you just repeat that until your body naturally opens up to more. That's it, basically. That's the basics, or added on to the basics. Maybe you talk, maybe you don't. And then you just see how this affects the rest of your life. And also those kind of connections that you feel with other people. There's sensations. There are sensations that should be happening. Or sensations in your face, in your gut, in your heart, in your organs, that will kind of give you a sensation of connection. So if those are not happening and you don't feel connected, you can also put a little bit more focus on those systems in your body.